Hi, welcome back to Susen'S Food Talk, and today we're going to talk about using all of your senses for cooking. Your ears, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your tongue, your teeth, your hands. It's all about, that's what cooking's all about. You want to get in there and watch what you're doing. When you go shopping, you want to look and feel what you're buying. Like, I got a nice pomelo right here. And as you can see, it's got a little, discoloration here, but that's not bad. But now if it was looking sickly and if it had cracks in it, let's say it got munched by another in shipping, then it's one of those things. Avocados are an excellent example. People go by and what do? They squish them. They squish them. They squish them. That's not how you tell the avocado is ripe. You don't squish it, because think about it. Somebody comes along and squeezes it. Next person comes along and squeezes it. Well, what do you think is going to happen to that avocado after the 50th person squishing it? It's going to be squishy, and it's not going to look good either. And plus, all that pressing on it is going to make the flesh turn dark, and then when you open it up, it's going to be nasty. The top of the avocado, buy 2 unripe avocados, right? Buy 2 really hard avocados. And I don't have an avocado right here right now, but the little top, when the little top flicks off, that's when it's ripe. It's that easy. Just when that little thing comes off, you can flick it off really easily. That's when the avocado is ripe. That's when it would drop from the tree. And another thing too, it's like rice is another good example too. When you cook rice, this goes for all things. This goes for fish. This goes for milk. This goes for everything. When you have it let's say you have it in the refrigerator, smell it. It should have a nice, clean smell. Fish should also have a nice, clean smell. If you open up your fish and you're getting ready to fry it and you're smelling it and it's smelling rank, throw it out. The meat, always smell the meat, the chicken, anything. It should have a nice, clean smell, because you just don't take the meat and you cook it up, because you can get really sick that way. Just get in there, get your nose in there. It smells nice and clean. You don't smell anything that would make you go like, okay, that doesn't smell good. Because if it doesn't smell good, you don't want to eat it. I'm just kind of going through a whole bunch of different things. Here's a lemon. Yeah, this is a lemon. A lime. Now see? Look at that. Nice and pretty. Food should be pretty. I let one go. Now, this is a little bit yellower. Now, technically, you can still use this, but you want the one, if you're going to use it, you want the one that looks like this. I would probably use this. I'm not going to throw this away. This doesn't mean you have to throw it away, but when you're shopping, I'd probably use this. I'm going to use this for a drink. It's called a fresca. It's the same thing. Now, onions, same thing. You want to, look at that. See how it has no pits? And I don't know about your store, but at my store, I noticed that they put the bad stuff closer to you and the newer stuff away from you. And okay, another thing to consider too, I'm gonna put this milk back in the refrigerator, but it's the same thing. Get your nose right into the milk and smell it and drop the lid. Shoot. It should be nice and clean. Smell. Get this back in. And when you're cooking too, you want to visually look at what you're cooking. Well, you can't help but not visually look at what you're cooking, but you want to see if you're sauteing stuff. If you've seen my video where I show you how to saute, you take one little piece of the onion back and you hold it on the side, and then you compare it. That's a good way to analyze what's going on. You want to listen Sometimes, when you're cooking, if you're doing something, you're hearing something that doesn't sound right, and there's certain, it's taste the food, be one with the food, eat the food. That's my favorite. And don't forget your iced tea. But cooking isn't about just throwing the stuff into the pot, turning the oven on, and going, okay, I'm going to let the oven or the stovetop do the cooking. It's about paying attention to what you're cooking. And let me think if I forgot anything, which I probably will because there's so much to go over. Again, when you're shopping at the store, oh yeah, one more thing. Not everything has to look perfect or pretty. I grew up on an apple orchard, or a small one, comparatively. And sometimes apples, they would look awful. No bruises or anything, but they would look like Franken apples. But the flavor was out of this world. We had Gravensteins, and I missed that growing up. Heck, I used to eat them. I used to eat unripe Gravensteins. And peaches, or sometimes you get peach trees, and the peaches, they don't, it depends where you grow them, but sometimes peaches don't look too hot. Meaning, again, they're not bruised up and they're not squished or anything, but oh, the flavor. We bought some peaches from a store, and they looked so pretty, and they were so perfect and round and everything. You bit into them, and it was like biting into mush. It was horrible. It's like they charged so much. So sometimes you gotta pay attention and look at it and go, wait a minute. Sometimes good looking food in the fruit section, I should say, isn't always, if it's picture perfect, that sometimes can be a warning that it's not going to have any flavor. But then again, you just kind of have to, that's a catch-22, because it's back or forth. You never know what you're going to get. So, because sometimes I get fruit from where I shop at, and it's amazing. It's like, wow, this came from, this is awesome. This tastes awesome. And then sometimes you get it and it's like, this isn't awesome, and I just paid how much for it? So I hope you gave this, I hope I gave you some ideas. I've been kind of tongue twisted lately. I tongue twist things a lot, so that's why I haven't done a video. I almost had my husband do a video because I couldn't get anything out. So I hope you enjoy the video. Till next time, toodles!